Welcome everybody to our regular meeting, Wednesday, June 25th at 6 p.m. Meeting called to order. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes. Mayor Yon,
Present.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Present.
Councilor Gonzalez,
Here.
Councilor Perez,
Here.
Councilor Gutierrez.
Here.
We have quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Leading us in invocation, if everybody could please stand or if they want to bow their head. And after that, we'll be doing the Pledge of Allegiance led by Mr. Gutierrez. So our invocation will be led by our Vice Mayor Rick Cano.
Gracious God, we thank you for this opportunity to gather and work together for the good of our city. We ask you for your blessing in our meeting today. Unite our hearts and minds as we discuss important matters and help us to listen to one another with open hearts and mind. May our decisions reflect your will and bring about positive change for all. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Please stand for the flag salute. Okay, before I approve the agenda as to form, before I proceed and post the agenda, I would like to bring two matters at the council's consideration to amend the agenda. First item is promotional ceremony. The first item is a promotional ceremony for Officer Juan Estrada. I would like to make a motion to amend the agenda to add this item under the presentations, introductions, in the board section. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez,
Aye.
Councilor Perez,
Aye.
Councilor Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay. And item number 2 is urgent closed session item, potential litigation. The second item relates to a matter that arose after the agenda was posted and requires immediate attention. Under Government Code Section 54952.2, subsection B, subsection 2, the City Council may take action on items not appearing on the posted agenda, and the council determines by 2/3 vote of the member present, or a unanimous vote if fewer than 2/3 are present, that there are needed to take immediate action, and that the need to action came to the city's attention after the agenda was posted. Under the urgent item this evening is a conference with legal counsel, potential litigation, Government Code 54952.2, subsection B, subsection 2, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to 54952.2, subsection B, subsection 2, one case. This matter came to our attention after the agenda was posted and requires prompt action to ensure timely resolution and protect the city's legal and financial interests. At this time, I request a motion and vote for the council to authorize adding the item to the agenda for consideration tonight. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Vice Mayor Cano, second by Councilmember Perez. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez,
Aye.
Councilor Perez,
Aye.
Councilor Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Nathan, was that your novel that I had to read right now? Yes. Okay, thank you. All right. Let me move on. All right. Now, let's see Chief Knox. Let's see if we could get going on a hot streak, just like the Giants. You know what I mean? So, our featured presented by Chief Knox.
Honorable Mayor, City Council, today our pet of the week is Rapture. He's a 4-year-old mixed breed, very playful, looking for a good home. Tonight we'll give him up with no adoption fees. If you have anybody who would like to take a closer look or take him home. I see some smiles over there.
Some of these cross-country kids could use them. Maybe you guys could train with, no? Too slow?
Yeah. We'll see. Okay. He'll be available at the animal shelter if anybody else is interested.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. All right. Moving on to.
He might be delayed a little bit. They had a late call. He's run a little bit late, so.
Okay, we can come back to it. We'll come back to presentation. So, let me see. Let me introduce our interpreter. He's quiet in the back. Can you please come up, Mr. Garza?
Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council, fellow staff. I'm here if you guys need translation into Spanish, to English, en español e inglés, si necesitan traducción, aquí estoy. Thank you, Mayor. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have to come back to it, but we're gonna move on to the item number one, promotional ceremony. Chief Knox.
Honorable Mayor, City Council, it is my honor to conduct a promotion ceremony today. We have Officer Juan Estrada is promoting to the position of corporal. The corporal position in the McFarland Police Department is essential to maintaining public trust through dedicated criminal investigations. Corporals are tasked with taking the lead role in critical incidents like robberies and homicides. Complete and thorough investigations reassure our citizens that the police department is here to serve the needs of the public and keep the community safe. Recently, the McFarland Police Department conducted promotional interviews for the position of corporal. Officer Estrada distinguished himself in the process and has been selected to promote to the rank of corporal. Background of Officer Estrada: his career began when graduating the College of the Sequoias November 2021 and started immediately with the McFarland Police Department. Officer Estrada set himself apart by routinely producing the highest stats in our department for a self-initiated activity. One of these incidents almost took his life on April 30, 2023, when a vehicle pursuit of a wanted felon ended with Officer Estrada involved in a major traffic accident. He fought through the injuries and returned to the department to continue his strong work ethic. Since then, Officer Estrada has continued to excel at his profession and dedicated himself to the relentless pursuit of criminals. Recently, Officer Estrada was recognized by Mothers Against Drunk Driving for his numerous DUI arrests. He was recognized for his efforts in assisting with the investigation of a homicide in August of 2024. And this week, he continued by arresting a cartel member for possession of drugs in our city and subsequently locating several hundred child pornography photos and videos on his phone. For these reasons, it is my honor to promote Officer Estrada to the rank of corporal.
John.
Present Officer Estrada, or Corporal Estrada.
Corporal Estrada. The floor is yours over here. Yeah, so everybody can see.
Oh.
Yeah. What's,
Hi, good afternoon.
go ahead, Mr. Estrada. Go ahead, Estrada. The floor is yours.
Well, I mean, Chief already gave me a outstanding introduction and pretty much said a little bit about me. I'm not much for words, but I am a hard worker. I'm pretty competitive. I like to learn. I don't know everything yet. I'm still in the process of learning, and I want to continue learning. If you guys have any other questions of me, just please ask me. And
Okay, thank you. I'll start with our council. We'll start with Mr. Gutierrez. Any comments or questions?
Just congratulations, and hopefully you keep on rising.
thank you, I appreciate it.
Councilmember Gonzalez?
Well, the introduction that he gave you was a really, really good one, and obviously it's well-deserved, so good resume that you have on you, and good luck, and congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Councilmember Perez?
Same. Congratulations on your promotion, and you do seem to be a fast learner. I mean, if you just graduated in 2021, in 4 years you've come a long way. Congratulations.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I mean, I have good supervisors, so they show me a lot too.
Take it easy. They already promoted you.
Oh, but at least, yeah, well, that's where I learn from. So.
Vice Mayor?
Well, I've got to say that I think in the years, me as a council member or vice mayor, I've heard nothing but positive, either from your chiefs or from your supervisors, and of course the people we serve, the community. So it's always exciting to see someone like you come up, because all that great work you do out there, it's obviously noticeable. Thank you and congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate that.
All right. I am proud of your accomplishments, well-earned acknowledgement, and for the work ethic you have. Estrada, you constantly go above and beyond the duty, regardless if it's traffic stops, accidents, or investigations. As a high school teacher, my students the last 3 years are like, man, that Estrada, he's no joke. He pulls everybody over. And I tell them, no, it's called community engagement, right?
Yeah.
You don't give everybody a ticket. You just give them a warning, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, I use discretion.
No, that's what I'm talking about. So the high standards that you hold yourself to, I'm pretty sure other cities will be trying to recruit you, but hopefully you can stay here, for a long time, see a bright future. Usually you don't have to be well spoken, but as long as you care about your job and you do it well, that's all that matters. You bring results. So I want to also thank your family, because your family has a big part in this. As law enforcement officer, I know what it consists of. You're dealing with conflict every day. So going back to your family, you got to break it down, and you're back to a family mode, not just telling everybody what to do and not what to do, right?
Yes, sir.
So congratulations once again, Officer Estrada, and hopefully, we have a good thing going here with the McFarland Police Department. Our reputation is speaking for itself with all the experience and knowledge we have, and hopefully we can continue growing and getting better than we have. We're getting a new police department. We're going to be breaking ground potentially this year. You know what I mean? So, but that's all I have to add. But thanks again for all your service to the community.
Ben, thank you guys for everything, for the recognition and everything else.
Absolutely. Another round of applause, please.
Yeah, I got it. No, it's okay. I'll take it on. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Take it on another phone. Ready, 1, 2, 3.
Not to say their age, but you got about 63 years experience here. Okay, moving on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda consists of items that in staff's opinion are routine and non-controversial. These items are approved in one motion unless a council member or member of the public requests to remove a particular item. Is there anyone from the public that would like to remove or discuss a particular item for the consent agenda? Seeing none, I would like to pull item number 8 and just have a quick discussion regarding it. So, where's okay. Item 8.
Okay, good afternoon, council members. On Wednesday, June 11th, staff brought forth this item for the first reading, where Resolution 2025-63, CUP 2025-001, Home Occupation Permit 2025-001, and the corresponding variances were approved. These approvals are to allow for the proposal to construct and operate a barber station at single-family residential property at 310 4th Street. Staff made one minor modification to condition number 12 to provide clarity with the addition of or accessory dwelling unit. I'm here if council has any additional questions, but I also do want to include that in August, staff will present an ordinance amendment to include a maximum number for each use per mayor's recommendation.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to discuss. I just want to clarify before the narrative gets out there. Me and Mr. Lopez we're not related that we know of, right? Who's requesting to open a small barbershop in the city. So he's taking all the right steps, fully complying with the rules and regulations required by the city, the county, the state.
Correct. And in order to comply, he'd have to follow all of the conditions that were included in the first reading and second reading. So as long as he's fulfilling all of those, including business licenses and building permits, then it's
Perfect.
compliance.
So that's the direction I wanted to give staff, was to bring back an ordinance to set a clear standard for allowing up to, say, 5 or 6 barbershops or similar establishments to that city. But obviously, as a council, we could discuss it when it comes to us. These businesses must meet all the safety and health requirements under the cosmetology regulations. This will ensure the consistency and fairness and safety we all support for small business growing in our community. So that's the direction I wanted to give. Do I a motion to approve the item A and the rest of the consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
We have a first and a second.
Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez,
Aye.
Councilor Perez,
Aye.
Councilor Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Moving on to,
Oh, we still need to approve the consent agenda.
do
for
we
the
have
other
a motion to approve there was a motion for it.
Oh, and the rest? Okay.
It was number 8 and the rest of the consent agenda. That's okay. That was my fault. All right, moving on to no public hearings. Moving on to administrative agenda. Item number 11, approval of resolution 2025-80, a resolution of the City Council of the City of McFarland approving and creating a job description of a utilities manager. Mr. Serena McEwen.
Good evening. Staff is proposing the creation of utilities manager position to oversee both the water and wastewater divisions under one leadership role. This change will improve efficiency, regulatory compliance, and operational coordination. The position will eliminate the need to fill the vacant water supervisor role, allowing for no net increase in staffing costs. This position will report to the Public Works Director and lead utility operations, capital projects, and compliance efforts. The key benefits include streamlined management of water and wastewater, reduced redundancy, stronger regulatory oversight, and improved infrastructure planning. The proposed salary range will be $81,246.16 to $104,000.97 with funding available in the approved budget. And I'm open to any questions.
Okay, I'm going to open up to the public. Anybody have questions, concerns regarding this position? Seeing none. Council, we'll start with Ms. Gonzalez. Do you have any questions, concerns?
No, I have none. Thank you.
Mr. Gutierrez?
No questions.
Councilmember Perez?
None, thank you.
Vice Mayor?
No question.
Okay, I just have one question so we could clarify some of the items. This position is basically to manage both water and wastewater, correct?
Correct.
And by creating this position, obviously, is it going to save money for the city?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
How?
Basically, with removing the water supervisor position and kind of alleviating that role, then we'll have this position to oversee both. This position will have all the requirements necessary for the certifications, and we'll have oversight with both. So essentially, that would be the route.
Well, the answer I was kind of looking for was we don't have to outsource it anymore.
That as well. We will have to limit, we may still have to have our contract, but we'll have less usage if we go this direction.
Perfect. Thank you, Ms. McEwen. Do I have a motion?
Mayor, if I may,
Yes.
just to add a little bit of content for this is we currently outsource our CPO position to Water Workforce. We pay a monthly charge of about $10,000. So we have a candidate that we hired for the water supervisor that could potentially fill both roles, and this is what this position is. She's qualified in water and wastewater and has certifications in both departments. So she'll be taking on upon that position, and we could reduce costs on our monthly CPO costs for the wastewater plant.
So potentially it could be saving 100,000, 120, roughly.
Per year, that's correct.
That's what we kind of want to hear from being the stewards of the taxpayers' money, right? So good job on that, Ms. McEwen and Yurlis. Now, do you have a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Vice Mayor Cano, second by Councilmember Perez. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes. Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez,
Aye.
Councilor Perez,
Aye.
Councilor Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now moving on to item 12, approval of resolution number 2025-88, a resolution of the City Council of the City of McFarland approving a community grant to the Cougar Booster Club to support youth participation in summer athletic events. By Mr. Viramontes, please.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Council. Staff is recommending approval of this resolution before you, authorizing an amount up to $2,500 that was requested by the McFarland Cougar Booster Club to support youth participation in summer athletic events. These events include the McFarland Madness basketball tournaments, the Fresno State and Bakersfield College team competition, and the McNeil cross-country event, offering student athletes opportunities to develop skills, represent McFarland's athletic legacy, and stay engaged over the summer. The grant request aligns with the goals of the city's community grants program established by council in 2023 to promote community health, youth development, and civic pride. This investment, combined with community fundraising, helps reduce financial barriers for students while furthering McFarland's commitment to supporting programs that enhance social, educational, and athletic opportunities for local youth. And I know we do have some representatives from these events or that are requesting for these events here present if you have any questions related to how these funds will be utilized.
Sure. Is there anybody here, any of the coaches would like to come up and to the podium and your name and address and obviously your position.
Good evening. Hello to everyone, and thankful to be here. My name is James Davis. I'm the boys varsity basketball coach here at McFarland High School. We are one of the groups requesting money for summer events to keep our kids active and build team camaraderie and stuff like that. But, you know, really trying to get the name McFarland out there because we have a great group of young boys. And, you know, it'd be really good if we can attend some of these events so they can mix in with some of the better student athletes from our surrounding areas and let them know that there's good people and good young folks here coming out of the McFarland area. Yes, sir.
Any questions from council? Mr. Gutierrez, we'll start with you.
No questions, but you're doing a great job out there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ms. Gonzalez?
No, I don't have any.
Councilmember Perez?
No questions.
Vice Mayor?
No question.
Coach, I have no questions, but just well, maybe it is a question that we just need that First Valley championship team. You know what I mean? So
I am working on it. Lord knows we are working on it, sir.
I mean, we have enough. Don't get offended. Enough for running and stuff like that, but then it's all good. We'll keep on taking them, but we need one for the hoops.
Yes, sir.
So
We're working on it.
okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Davis.
Thank you all.
Okay, do we have I don't know this guy, but
No one put a timer on me. I'm going to be quick.
no, we need
Coach,
Erica.
put the timer on there. Coach Amador Rayon, previously 976 Kayla Loop. Been here my whole life. Everybody kind of knows who I am. We're here, obviously, and grateful and thankful that you're providing that grant money for our summer program. Summer program is going to encompass us training really hard and culminating our summer program with the running camp up in Alta Sierra. And eventually our goal is to go out of state twice. Never been done before. The third week in September in the McLean Invitational in Round Rock, Texas, which is the Woodward Park of California. That's where they have their state finals. We'll be there by about an hour from Austin, an hour from Dallas, and about an hour and a half from San Antonio and Houston. Our goal is not only to go and compete and miss school for 2 or 3 days, but to go and visit other campuses, high schools, and share some fellowship, and then go to some of the universities. University of Austin, Texas, that probably has like 70,000 people there. Maybe even, this might make me cringe a little bit, maybe attend a game at Dallas, Texas Stadium. Maybe the Cowboys, or maybe head forward, go south and go to the Houston Texans game, and maybe a UT game, and expose our kids to other states, other community, other people, and obviously they can grow and they can see that there's other opportunities besides California. Plus, it's cheaper to go to school in some of those other schools there. So we're very grateful that you're giving us that opportunity, and your money is going to be well spent with the kids now. We have anywhere from 25 to 35 kids running daily in this summer heat. So we're gonna get some things done, and we're gonna become very good student athletes. Student first, athlete second. I got a couple. My kids here this day. Delgadillo, he's been to the last 2 state meets, and then I have Esteban Gonzalez here. He's Valley champions this last year. Ran for me 4 years. If you want to ask them a question. Come on, guys. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Do you have a question?
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Esteban Gonzalez.
Okay, and can you tell us how these track meets or these camps are going to improve or bring your teams together?
Oh, well, I've been with Ion for the past 4 years, and these track meets have allowed me to meet new people and experience new things that I haven't experienced before.
Okay, good. Now, how long's the travel I mean, how long are you guys gonna be gone for? How many days? Are you guys actually flying or driving?
Flying.
Flying?
3 to 4 days.
Okay.
I would like to speak.
Go-
Good afternoon. My name is Jose Delgadillo, and I'd like to talk a little bit more about how not only would be a good experience for me, for I and my team to go out and participate in races such as the one in Texas and also Oregon, but I believe that it is also we are not just only meet other people, right, runners, but I believe in that matter we also learn a lot and strategies as how we may run upon those certain races, and I believe that those races help us later on in the big races such as State and Valley to participate well.
Okay, good deal. I'm gonna open up to the public, see if anybody got any questions, concerns regarding this item. Maybe a couple donations, maybe to, go ahead, Mr. White. I'm already looking at Kenny and Nathan, but anyways. No pressure, no pressure.
Jim White, 364 Cliff. I think it's good opportunity for the city to help these groups. I support both of them. But my question would be, what is a school? How is a school helping you? Because usually when I went abroad, I try to get the school to help. Are they helping?
School will pay for our
Van?
no, when we travel, they'll provide vans when we go to the airport, there and back, and then they'll provide for our
What are
team.
the mic?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. White. My voice sometimes carries. Yeah, the school will provide, they'll obviously give us permission. We haven't got permission yet until the July school board meeting. They basically let us travel wherever we want to travel within limits. They provide us, like I said, the vans. They pay for the fees for the kids. I haven't asked the boosters yet for anything else, but I'm pretty sure they might come up with something. I can say that maybe it's not a monetary type of support, but they're very supportive of what we're doing, and they know why we're doing it, and they're going to be supporting us from afar. And they're always grateful that we go and promote our city, our program, our high school, our kids, anywhere we go.
I wonder, that's a very political answer.
I'm going to tell you.
Just say they're not giving any funding, you know what I mean?
Well, they don't give funding. They provide us with transportation. They provide us with team fees all year long. They provide us with that. They let us travel abroad. We're going to a meetup in Indio, California. It's going to be overnight. If it gets approved, we're going to Woolbridge, Corona. That's going to be overnight because we're going to be running at 10 o'clock at night. I know I exceeded the time limit. So I'm being politically correct, but sometimes you got to be politically correct.
Understood.
Yep.
Do I have
guys,
any?
Thank you.
We haven't decided yet. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna start with council. If you have any questions, comments, Ms. Gonzalez.
No, just good luck out there, and I like your thoughts and how this can bring you guys forward, and just good luck and make us proud.
Mr. Gutierrez, Councilmember Gutierrez.
Just good luck, and hopefully we'll get better results this year, even though we won Valley, but a little bit higher.
That was going to be better.
Councilmember Perez.
Same thing. Good luck, and as always, I love to see my former students here. Jose was one of my former students, and it brings me joy to see you guys going out into other states and showing off what McFarland can do. Thank you.
Vice Mayor Cano.
But just congratulations on everything you guys do. But I'm going to make more of a comment to our school board that they like to attend our events, but they do not attend our meetings today. But I make an invitation for you to support these kids, these programs, because this is our future. This is what McFarland is made of. I mean, we're known for running. So
And basketball, too.
And basketball.
I'm sorry.
But we have great kids, great sports. We got, our mayor's one of those, right? He's a Giant fan, but, Dodgers are better, but we'll leave it at that.
All right, thank you. There's not much to say. I mean, Mr. White, thank you for asking that question. And I think as both entities, we need to start working a little bit better to help our youth and even our senior citizens. I mean, we know there's a issue with our Parks and Rec, but we'll leave that for another day. But I think it's a time to to bring and bring something for our kids during the summer, and keep them busy. Because if we don't keep them busy, we were there at one time, maybe a long time ago, where you get bored and you want to just go around. And anyways, I don't want to get into that. Then I start sounding like my brother. I won't shut up. So, but
2 minutes are up.
yeah, I know. But other than that, there's only two questions. Are you guys going to run it back for Valley? And then are you guys going to win state, finally? So,
Well, we got the rings here, first
Okay.
one in a while. So
okay.
we're gonna run it back. It's gonna be a challenge, but like anything else, the championships are not given to you, they're earned.
Okay.
And as far as the state meet, our goal is to be in the top 5. Last year we were 13th, and I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky. We got some kids that are putting in the work, and young man here's been out for a while. He has a broken toe, but he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out in a couple weeks once he gets cleared. And we're gonna do some magical things, and we're gonna give it our all to try to bring that 10th state title to McFarland.
Okay.
That's a goal.
Good deal.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Do I have a motion to approve for the amount?
I motion to approve the 2,500.
Okay. Do I have a
Second.
second? Okay, Madam Clerk, do I have a first and a second?
Okay. Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez,
Aye.
Councilor Perez,
Aye.
Councilor Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. One other thing, I know you guys are fundraising, selling food or different things. Can you go into it before I would go into public comment real quick, Mr. Ayon?
Yes, I talked to our athletic director, and we have to run that through the boosters. We're having the first, our first of 3 food birria plates. That includes birria, homemade rice, homemade, obviously cooked beans, salad, and drink or soda, water or soda. And we're selling plates. I'll send something out. I'll bring it over I'll send it, email it to somebody there at the city, and hopefully you can help us out. We're going to hand deliver all the plates that you order. We're going to do them ourselves, and the kids are going to do it as well. We're set to do one July 11th, and then we're going to do another one in August when the teachers come in on board, and then we'll do one at the latter part of August or 1st of September. So we're doing those.
Megan, would there be an open slot maybe for the July 3rd festival if they would maybe get out there? We can talk about it. Okay. We'll make something happen. Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be there, and these guys are going to be there. They're going to help at the.
Yeah.
They're going to help with the festival thing. I'm more of a worker, and so we're volunteer stuff. So these guys they're gonna show that they're more than just good runners. They're good ambassadors to the rest of the young kids coming up. So we'll be there, and if you guys let us have a booth or something, we'll be there as well.
We'll figure Megan's the person to talk to.
I'll come and talk to you guys. Thank you again, you guys.
Awesome.
We're always indebted, and we're gonna do great things, and we can only do great things with people like yourself and everybody that supports us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, that ends our administrative agenda. Thank you, Mr. Diego. Moving on to public comment. Members of the public wishing to address the council about any item not on the agenda may do so at this time. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes for each person. 15 minutes totals will be allowed for any one subject. Please state your name and address for the record prior to making a presentation. We have Mr. Kenny Williams for public comment.
Good evening, everybody. Good seeing everybody again. So it's been a while. So just let the record reflect that, when I left here full time, I got rid of all my suits. And so if this one's a little wrinkled, I had to dig it out of the bottom of the box at Goodwill. So I apologize for that, but it's the way it works. But, for some time now, I've been behind the scenes doing some really important things for the city. And I thought it would be important to come and kind of share those with you because, you sit here and you look at the things that happen. Many times there are things that need to be done behind the scenes in order to keep things operating in a smooth fashion. And, you may sit there and wonder, well, what's he doing? That's what I want to share with you so you can see, okay, we've made some progress. And it wouldn't be this progress if it wasn't for all of you saying, hey, these things need to get done. So with that, let me get started. Over the past year and a half, we've completed a substantial list of projects and improvements, and they reflect on our ongoing commitment to transparency, accountability, and operational excellence. These projects are intended to set the city up for continuing success, and many of these obviously have to do with the police department. As everybody knows, that's where my expertise is. So we completed an audit of officers' speeds and delivered training materials and documentation. That was done on March 29th of 2024. And when I say that, I'm not talking about, the officers out enforcing traffic. I'm talking about officers themselves. Why it's extremely important for us liability-wise to look at their speeds and make sure that they're abiding by the rules and the regulations that the police department has. And so with that, there's GPS reports on every officer. I don't know if you knew that. But so what I did is I went in and analyzed every one of those, obviously with the help of Chief Knox, to determine to make sure that they were following the procedures. Now, can they speed the limit? Can they exceed the speed limit? Speed, absolutely. However, there are certain times they're driving, they can't. And so what we did, we audited them to make sure they're abiding by those regulations, and the ones that weren't, they were held accountable. And what does that do? That sets us up for success in the first to make sure that our officers are doing what they're supposed to be doing. We conducted an audit of the use of force cases by the MPD and completed it on May the 31st of 2024. And it's important that we ensure the use of force is being administered within the confines of the law. We want to make sure officers are doing what they're legally capable of doing. And if they aren't, we need to correct them. We conducted an audit of the officers' use of body-worn cameras as dictated by the policies and procedures, and we completed that in June 25th of 2024. I think all of you know, when you voted on the body-worn camera, how expensive that was. And I think there was a great deal of frustration when we first outrolled that to our officers, that they weren't using them the way they should have been using them. And so what this audit does, it helps us look at the people that weren't using their body-worn cameras and correct them so that in the future they all turn them on. They're required to do that by policy. And then based on the request by the mayor, we conducted an audit of the existing flock cameras, which were deployed on 1/1/2025. And based on that audit, we identified areas for further equipment investment, which have now been deployed. And I think the city actually probably has one of the best flock camera coverages in Kern County. We got cameras all over the place. Is that correct, Chief Knox? Man, they really help with some of the anti-crime things that we want to do. So we conducted a full audit of our police property room, and the final report was done on May the 7th, 2025. And I can tell you one of those things when you go to police officer training, and certainly with chief training, what do they tell you is when you have a property room, you have to look out for main three things: guns, drugs, and money. All you got to do is get on the internet and search guns, drugs, and money in police property rooms. What comes up missing? Those are the most things that come up missing. And so with that, it's important for us to audit it to determine. And I think most of you, if you were here initially back when I first came, we all looked at the property room, scratched our heads, and said, what in the world has been going on? And I'm proud to report that that place is in order. It really looks good. Chief Knox and his staff has done a great job at it. Can we fix it and make it better? Absolutely we can, but it certainly is so much better than it was the past 2 years. Policies and updates and improvements. We reviewed and updated the department's firearm policy just to ensure it conformed with the law. We reviewed the police discipline policy on May the 5th of 2024 and the grievance process on May the 6th of 2024, and we updated the outdated procedures on both of those policies. We audited 17 major and 44 draft policy and revised and updated them in the MPD policy system. And that was done on and completed on December the 17th of 2024. And again in 2020-25, we completed multiple rounds of policy updates, including administrative leave policy on February the 26th and the body-worn camera policies on February the 18th of 2025. And I will tell you, policies change. They change constantly based on the law. And Brian is in a position now, based on some policies he's implemented, that they're going to constantly look at policies and get those updated. Why? Because that's what leads and guides the police department to their success. Personnel investigations. We completed several personnel investigations, including both sworn and non-sworn staff, with appropriate disciplinary actions and process improvements. Multiple dates included June the 1st of 2024, November the 20th of 2024, February the 14th of 2025. And I can, based on the depth and comprehensive investigations, I believe we will be excluded from any future litigations. And I think if you've been around long enough, you recognize that the city in the past has paid out some pretty hefty fees to people because they didn't think that they could win the litigation. I'm happy to say I think that we've done such a diligent job on these investigations to make sure that that's not going to happen to us. Case audits and evidence managed. We audited evidence and files in multiple homicide cases addressing storage and documentation issues. That was completed on January the 30th of 2025. As you know, from 2010, when the city took over its own police department again, we've had 20 homicides. Prior to that, there were 6 cases from the Kern County Sheriff's Office that were handled during the time that they contracted with the city. At the time we started analyzing this, Brian and I both shook our head because the Sheriff's Office still had every one of those 6 cases. We didn't even know who the victims were. It was terrible. And so Brian still had contacts at the Sheriff's Office, and he was able to get all of those cases. Those are now scanned into our system and now are assigned out to our investigators. So not only do we have the 20 original cases that the police department here handled, now we have the original 6 also that came from the Kern County Sheriff's Office, and those are under our purview, and they're now in our system. So it's good work on that part. In addition to that, we have all of our homicide cases now have separate files for each one of them, and they're all, we just went today and put every one of them in lock files, and we're certainly going to have a checkout list for the files. So in summary, these initiatives, we have strengthened our oversight, modernized our policies, improved accountability, and invested in our people and technology. And so I can tell you the mayor himself pushed for the audits, and I want to kind of go over that because I did a lot of audits during the time I was here, and certainly they're important. The reason they're important is because they have some long-term benefits for the whole entire city. Audits allow us to stop gaps or inconsistencies early before they become big problems. Audits drive accountability. When every procedure and case is subject to review, everyone understands that best practices aren't optional, they're expected. So when we audit police officers' work, they know we're going to audit them. So they do a good job. They want to make sure in the right order. This helps foster a culture of responsibility where officers and staff are empowered to do their best work. Regular audits are powerful tools for continuous improvements. They show us what's working well and where we can build on our strengths. And audits help build trust with the community and the city leadership, one of the most important things that we needed to do. When we show that we're actively reviewing our practices and making changes based on real data, it sends a message we're committed to doing the right thing. Lastly, audits prepare us for the unexpected by regularly stress testing our systems. Whether it's evidence storage, personal investigations, or policy compliance, we're less likely to be caught off guard when challenges arise. This means smoother responses to critical incidents, fewer legal liabilities, and a stronger, more adaptable department. With that, I want to thank all of you for keeping me around in this capacity. I feel really strongly about what we've accomplished. I think it's really going to do good for the future of McFarland, and I was happy to be here and have really enjoyed the time that I've been working here with all of you. So thank you. With that, I'm open to any questions you might have, and I've cherished the time I've spent with all of you, just so you know. Sounds good.
There are none.
I'm going to move on to the council comments. Did you turn off my mic, Mike? No, I'm just kidding. We'll move on to the council comments. We'll start with Ms. Gonzalez.
Just thank you, Kenny, for everything that you've done. It was an outstanding presentation and an update on what you've done. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yeah, no, great job. I know self-audits are difficult, but it's good to see that they're being done. That's it.
Councilmember Perez.
Kenny, thank you for everything. It's always great working with you. And yes, audits they do provide success for our city, and that's what our main goal, for our city to be successful. Thank you, Kenny.
Vice Mayor.
I want to congratulate again our Corporal Estrada on his promotion today. Great job. A lot got done tonight. Kenny, 5 years ago, I think it was about 5 years ago when I got the opportunity to meet you and work with you. So I've seen the great work you've done for our community these last You're right, was about a year and a half, I think. You've been
Kenny,
working.
you want to come to the podium, please? The podium, yeah.
I think this last year and a half that you've been working on these projects has been a lot of information, new information that you've allowed to provide to us, to the council, and of course our legal department, I'm sure. But thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. Can't wait to sit down and read your book that you have given us here. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Kenny, thank you for all the hard work over the last 4 or 5 years. A lot of phone calls, a lot of meeting up. So, I just want you to elaborate. We can't go into detail as far as, how important this is, especially for the police department, because it's always a potential litigation. Residents here have no idea how much the city has paid out, not only on the police side, but the city administration side. A lot of things went, I won't say were not exposed because somebody ended up dying or over the 178, but a lot of things in the city, and a lot of residents don't know how hard it was for our council's new city administration to come in and turn this around. But this position was very important as far as we transition to our Chief Knox, and letting him know what the oversight and accountability matters as far as the chief, because you're trying to do right by your troops, but at the same time you got to be transparent with everyone. And that's why I wanted these audits to make sure that our troops were doing the right thing, and if they weren't, we would hold them accountable, because we need to get away from that bad reputation that McFarland had, not so long ago. But I want to thank you, Kenny, once again, because I knew you're the man of integrity, honesty, and you were going to come forward with the whole truth. So I know this is not the end. We're still going to have some partnership going and stuff like that. But I want to thank you for all the work you've done.
Thank you so much. And what I would honestly attest to is, being in a position, obviously this one, but also as the former city manager and the chief of police, if you didn't have the support of all of you folks, nothing's going to happen. And so I just tell you that because I couldn't have accomplished anything without all of you folks that are pushing, driving, and making sure things are done. So I thank each one of you as well.
All right. Thank you, Kenny. Can we have a round of applause? Okay, moving on to reports from City Council on committee and special district items. I'll start with Kern Cog. Last year, the highlights of last week's meeting is last year I had the opportunity to attend, testify in Santa Clara on behalf of Kern County regarding infrastructure, advocating to increase state funding to extend 99 or 58 or other critical infrastructure projects. Thanks to our efforts from our city council staff and even the McFarland runners and Mr. White, their story left a powerful impression on the CTC chair, himself an avid runner, and it awarded Kern County $40 million for the infrastructure. Believe me, it was 3 long days at Santa Clara, but I won't go into detail as far as who's testifying. But I was told our presidents put McFarland on the map politically, showing when our city receives funding, we deliver with the results. I took a moment to thank Kern Cog staff for the recognition, but reminded them that doesn't take them off the hook when it comes to prioritizing our McFarland projects and putting us first on the table. So the message was received loud and clear. Kern Cog saying, hey, there's some funding for future projects from McFarland. So there's a reason why we go advocate for other commissions, so that if you're obviously you raise your hand for your city and you, I don't want to say fight, but you advocate to bring money. If it helps us with another street or another bridge, that's what matters. So anyways, that's the only thing I have to report from Kern Cog besides that. Okay, moving on. Kern DC, there was supposed to be a meeting today. Is there anything to report, Mr. Vidamontes?
Yeah, just a brief report from our Economic Development Manager, Paul Saldana. The board met today and approved the budget for fiscal year 25-26 and adopted a bylaw amendment to remove term limits And then staff reported on the status of the revised strategic plan.
Okay. No future meeting?
Good question.
Well,
I'll report that at a later date. I don't have that readily available.
okay. Thank you, Mr. Rita Montes. Moving on to current local agency formation commission, LAFCO. Last week, as the mayor of the city of McFarland and our city council, we approved the resolution to potentially take over the McFarland Parks and Rec. So I formally directed LAFCO staff to review our resolution number 2025-78, which was adopted by our city council last week. This resolution requests the initiations of proceeding to reorganize the McFarland Recreation and Parks District into a subsidiary district of the city. I want to note that the city staff has formally submitted both and adopted resolutions and required application materials to LAFCO staff to begin this process. Given our city's financial stability, administrative capacity, and the ability to approve both the program and facility delivery, and considering the McFarland Parks and Rec ongoing financial and operational constraints for several years now, not 2, 3, 4 years, it's about 7 years, I requested LAFCO staff to initiate a feasibility study to evaluate this reorganization and bring back a report with findings and a recommendation for the August LAFCO meeting at the latest. If the feasibility study is completed sooner, I direct the staff to schedule a special meeting so consider this item and to avoid any unnecessary delay so that we could start with the process and trying to get this Parks and Rec going in the right direction. This reorganization requests a critical opportunity to better serve our residents of McFarland, and I appreciate all of our staff's work for moving fast and swiftly on this and the council's support to see that it's not that we want to take it over, is that we need to take it over. So that's all I have to report from LAFCO. So hopefully by August, if not sooner, they'll be making a decision over the feasibility study and what recommendations the commissioners have. And I just want to point out that they're in a very, we spoke about it in our special meeting. A lot of people maybe didn't view our special meeting, but nobody wants to inherit a $2 million deficit. And that $2 million deficit wasn't over 1 year. It's been over a lot of years. So the reckless and negligence from their department heads or whoever was in charge and not seeing, not checking, verifying, making sure that their books were, I want to say, up to date, or they had the funding for to continue paying their unfunded liability. But anyways, so this feasibility study should be done hopefully sooner than later. And that's all I have to report for LAFCO. Now moving on to Delano Mosquito Abatement, Vice Mayor.
Delano Mosquito Abatement, we held our meeting last Thursday. One of our discussion was the increase in mosquitoes at the beginning of the season. As the season turns into a warmer temperature, we do get an increase in mosquitoes. Fortunately, McFarland is surrounded by fields, and recently our team actually was out in the area out on Garzoli spraying the fields out there because there's a lot of water pipes that are leaking into those almond fields that are out there in that area. We have here in Kern County, we do have a positive West Nile virus case, but Tulare County, I'm not sure what area in Tulare County, but in Tulare County there has been a death of West Nile virus. Unfortunately, we're right in the middle between Bakersfield and Tulare County, so it's important to keep yourself protected by the mosquitoes, since West Nile can be a deadly virus. I do recommend our residents and anyone to log into the social media, into the Delano Mosquito Abatement social media district. They are providing information on how to prevent mosquitoes, and you can always contact them. It's online. Reach out to them if you see a lot of mosquitoes. They can come out to your home. Also, we do have a few residents in our town that are not allowing us to go into their dirty backyards where their pools are sitting with mosquito-borne diseases. So if you have a neighbor or you yourself as a resident, allow our mosquito department. We're just there to, clean up, provide some services for you. I know our trucks are green and white, but they are mosquito trucks. So, and we're there to provide that service for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. All right, moving on to San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District. Don't have anything
I have nothing to report.
to report. Okay, now moving on to council statements and reports. On their own initiative, council members may make a brief announcement or a brief report on their own activities. In addition, council members may ask a question of staff or the public for clarification on any matter. Provide reference to staff or other resources for information. Alternatively, request staff to report to the city council at a later meeting concerning any matter. Furthermore, the city council or the member or any member thereof may take action to direct staff to place a matter of business on a future agenda. We'll start with Councilmember Gutierrez.
Well, thanks everybody for being here, especially our department heads. Thank you for all the hard work, and our chief. And congratulations on Juan Estrada, our new corporal. But I'm also proud that we were able to fund or be able to fund some money for our booster club. I know that they need it because our kids need somewhere to go. But also, I'm actually happy of the audit report today that was presented. I know that as a resident, I feel safe being here, and I just continue the hard work for our police. Thank you.
Councilmember Gonzalez.
Just everyone, thank you for being here tonight. It means a lot for us to see you all here and participate in this. Congratulations to the corporal and the team for the donations. Whatever reason the school may have that they're not able to help them, the kids shouldn't suffer. So if we're here to help them and we're able to, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't. So thank you again for coming.
Councilmember Perez.
Just the same as both council members. Thank you, everybody, for your presence, and congratulations, Kenny, on your book. Can't wait to read it. Thank you.
Vice Mayor Cano.
I think I jumped. I went ahead of it. But thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. And again, congratulations to everyone. Hopefully this funding also helps our booster club to allow our future kids to continue being out there and playing sports.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. I would like to conclude. I want to thank our staff, our department heads, the police department for working hard. Continue working that progress. A lot of our residents are seeing the difference, are seeing the change. And this is why I initiated the process with the Parks and Rec, because there was multiple people, pastors, etc., were asking what's going on with the Parks and Rec, what's going on. We're not seeing this, and they're the ones that actually came up with the idea. So, but I want to thank everybody for attending today. Other than that, I want everybody have a good night. We should be having obviously, Megan, I'll give you some time to speak on the July 3rd festival before we conclude our meeting.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor. We hope all of you will join us July 3rd from 7 to 9 p.m. We have taken the long-standing tradition of the fireworks and built upon it to celebrate a lot of the youth. As our council mentioned, they are our future, so there's a lot of focus around the youth in the community as part of our event. We welcome all of you. We will have food trucks. We have hot dog dinner, a couple surprises, and I think it's something you're not going to want to miss. So hope to see you all there.
Thank you. I'll give you 1 minute of my time. Go ahead, Mr. Lopez. Over here.
My name is Victor Lopez at 310 4th Street, McFarland, California. Where would they be lighting the fireworks from?
It's going to be lit from Mast and Taylor, so it's that corner behind Geo. So it's going to be on this side of the 99, a lot closer to the high school facility. So it will be at McFarland High School Stadium. We have taken some pretty extreme safety parameters to ensure that we maintained public safety in a collaborative effort with the McFarland Police Department, Chief Knox, as well as third-party security. So we have all that locked tight, and we have them deploying the fireworks from Mast and Taylor. So it's really close. It'll be a really profound show. I think it's...
I just asked because that determines where we set up. You know, because on this side, we couldn't watch them from this. So
you want to join the high school. Absolutely. You're not going to want to miss that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I just want to finish up that the McFarland Chambers will be selling fireworks across McDonald's. 99% of that funding goes for the high school scholarships. So it's right across McDonald's, so any purchases would be welcome. So, with that, I don't have nothing else to report, so that ends our regular council meeting. Nathan, do you want to go over the closed session item?
During closed session, council will discuss item 13, is conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9D4, and there are 3 cases now.
Thank you. That ends our regular meeting, and everybody have a good night. It's going to be starting getting a little hot out there, so hydrate. Everybody, good night.